Accolade Global News Updates. I am Soibifa Jackridge. The U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, said late on Sunday the key missing components from the Boeing 737 MAX 9 jets involved in an Alaska Airlines emergency landing had been recovered from the backyard of a suburban home. The plug door tore off the left side of an Alaska Airlines jet on Friday, following takeoff from Portland, Oregon, en route to Ontario, California, depressurizing the plane and forcing pilots to turn back and land safely with all 171 passengers and 6 crew on board. The Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) on Saturday ordered the temporary grounding of 171 Boeing MAX 9 jets installed with the same panel, which weighs about 60 pounds, that is 27 kilograms, and covers an optional exit door mainly used by low-cost airlines. Home Nadi said the cockpit voice recorder did not capture any data because it had been overwritten, and again called on regulators to mandate retrofitting existing planes with recorder that captures 25 hours of data, up from the 2 hours required at present. Breivik, the far-right fanatic who killed 77 people in a bombing and shooting rampage in Norway in 2011, will ask a court on Monday to end his isolation in prison, saying it violates his human rights. The 44-year-old, who emailed out copies of a manifesto before his attacks, setting out his theories, is also suing the states in a bid of lift restrictions on his correspondence with the outside world. Breivik killed 8 people with a car bomb in Oslo, then gunned down 69 others, most of them teenagers, at a Labour Party youth camp in Norway's worst peacetime atrocity. His case has been a grim test for a country that is still shaken to its core by the horror of his acts, but has also long taken pride in rehabilitation efforts of its justice system. Breivik spends his time in a section of Ringerike High Security Prison, 7 kilometers, that is 40 miles northwest of Oslo, the third prison where he has been held. His dedicated area includes a training room, a kitchen, a TV room, and a bathroom. Pictures from a visit last month by news agency NTB showed he is allowed to keep 3 board garrigas as pets who fly freely in the area, NTB reported. Lawyers representing the Justice Ministry say Breivik must be kept apart the rest of the prison population because of the continuing security threat he poses. They said in their court's filing his isolation was relative, given he has contact with guards, a priest, health professionals, and until recently an outside volunteer from whom Breivik no longer wishes to see. He also sees 2 inmates for an hour every other week. Breivik also sued the state in 2016, arguing it was breaching the European Convention of Human Rights, including sections saying no one should be subject to torture or to inhumane or degrading treatment or punishment. He initially won the case, but that was overturned on appeal a year later before any restrictions were lifted. Monday's hearing will be held in gymnasium of the prison, set on the shore of the Tyrif Jordan Lake, where the island of Utøya, the site of Breivik's shooting spree, lies. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken will hold talks in the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia on Monday before heading on to Israel, after warning that the Gaza war could spread across the region without concerted peace efforts. Blinken started a 5-day Middle East diplomatic effort in Jordan and Qatar on Sunday, seeking to avert a wider war in the region. He is also due to visit the West Bank and Egypt this week. This is a moment of profound tension for the region. This is a conflict that could easily metastasize, causing even more insecurity and suffering, Blinken told a press conference in Doha before heading to Abu Dhabi. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said the intensity of the offensive in Gaza signaled his country's determination to destroy the militant group Hamas that rules the enclave and deter all the potential Iran-backed adversaries, including Hezbollah in Lebanon. Blinken said he would tell Israeli officials it is imperative they do more to prevent civilian casualties in Gaza, and the Palestinian civilians must be allowed to return home and not be pressed to leave Gaza. Jordan's King Abdullah urged Blinken to use Washington's influence over Israel to press it for an immediate ceasefire and warned of the catastrophic repercussions of Israeli continued military campaign. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to continue fighting. growing number of wealth managers in Asia are setting up offices in Dubai, capitalizing on waning diplomatic ties between China and the Middle East and betting on a surge in demand from clients for geographical diversification. Dubai, a major financial hub in the Gulf region, is emerging as a preferred wealth hub for many entrepreneurs and rich families in Asia, mainly China, as they look to take advantage of favorable policies and expand their businesses, wealth managers said. Noah Holdings, one of the China's top wealth managers overseeing around $23 billion in client assets, for example, is expecting to get a business license in Dubai by the end of this year, said Qing Pan, its chief financial officer. The Dubai office will serve Chinese entrepreneurs who are setting up their businesses in the market, he said. The Middle East has grown increasingly important to Beijing as its ties with Washington have soared amid disagreements on a range of issues from trade and technology to human rights and Taiwan. A post-COVID economic rebound, neutral political stance, ease of doing business, convenient time zones, and tax-free status have all contributed to the Middle East attracting droves of wealthy individuals in recent years. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, has in the recent past introduced incentives such as the Golden Visa system. Dubai launched a Family Wealth Center last year to help wealthy individuals and businesses deal with cultural issues and governance. As a result, Western wealth managers, including Swiss private bank Globad or DIA, are looking to expand their business presence in the region to tap into the influx of expatriates and growing population of rich individuals. U.S. chip maker NVIDIA plans to begin mass production in the second quarter of 2024 of an artificial intelligence AI chip designed for China to comply with U.S. export rules. Two people familiar with the matter said on Monday. The H2O chip is most powerful of three China-focused chips NVIDIA developed to meet restrictions announced in October. It was originally scheduled for launch last November, but that plan was delayed, with sources saying at the time that the delay was due to issues server manufacturers were having in integrating the chip. One of the people said initial production volume will be limited, with NVIDIA set to primarily fulfill orders for major customers. In addition to the H20, NVIDIA plans to order chips that comply with the new restrictions. The chip maker has yet to announce the sale of any of the three. In late December, it launched a modified version of an advanced gaming chip designed to comply with the new rules and equipment to China. The H20, L20, and L2 include most of NVIDIA's newest feature. NVIDIA is betting on the chips to help preserve its market share in the countries after tightening U.S. export restrictions, barred it from shipping products, including its advanced A800 and H800 AI chips. The A800 and H800 themselves were introduced as alternatives for Chinese customers in November 2020, about a month after the U.S. first restricted exports of advanced microchips and equipment to China. The H20, L20, and L2 include most of NVIDIA's newest features for AI work, but with computing power cut back to comply the new rules, according to analysts of the chip specifications. That is the size of top accolade global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Monday.